Hi, everybody. Good afternoon and happy Monday. It's December the 13th, 2021. I'm your host, Adam Grubb. This is Stick and Hack Reacts. We're with Keith Stewart, as always, from ESPN Radio and host of The Pro Show and writer and creator of Read the Line. You can find that wherever you find your things that you love. Keith, it is great to see you. We are the holiday season. Well, I mean, how much can I promote you? I mean, my God, that was enough, I think, right? If people want it, they'll find it. Read the line. I mean, it's simple. Yes?
Hey, if they love money, go to it. That's it.
If you love money, check it out.
It was a good weekend.
All right, so this is our weekly reaction to the PGA and LPGA news, as well as many of the other things that are around the golf world. Keith, let's start with the PGA event that was over the weekend, the QBE Shootout. Now, I will be honest with you, Keith, this was not on my radar as weekend viewing. However, there were some great storylines that emerged. In fact, I'm not even quite sure of the format. It's a two-man team. I assume it's a best ball, best scorer type thing. It might be an aggregate score, but I saw minus 27, minus 48 on the cards for some of these guys. This was not your classic member. These are the big boys out there getting it done. The QBE Shootout. What's your reaction to the weekend?
Well, it was kind of your classic member because Friday was a two-man scramble. Saturday was modified alternate shot. Sunday was better ball of partners, and it wasn't just all men. You know, Bubba Watson was paired up with Lexi Thompson for the second year in a row, which was very cool to introduce some LPGA Tour players into an event like this. But I don't know if you knew this, Adam, but QBE is another acronym for LIV because the host of this was Greg Norman. And to me, the biggest storyline in all of this is that when you've got guys like Jason Kokrak and Kevin Na and Billy Horschel, Sam Burns hanging around, and Greg Norman is their host, you just wonder how many of them he's trying to recruit for what. I know you love that topic. So
I do. This is new information. I didn't even know that was part of it. This is great. The QBE Shootout all of a sudden is more important to me than ever.
Well, I'm happy that I was able to do that for you. I was to heighten your
my excitement. So what was your
focus.
reaction? Is it thumbs up on the QBE? Is it meh? I mean, where are we at?
Total meh. Total
okay.
meh. Yeah. It's the golf was good if you were into it, but most people quite honestly probably weren't. At this point, we've dragged this thing on pretty deep into December. And now with the big announcement that came this last week, we're going to do it one more weekend. So I don't know that many people were watching. If they were, they saw a lot of great golf. I mean, there was just tremendous scoring in this thing. Kevin Na made 7 birdies in a row on Sunday. I mean, he and Kokrak made 9 in a row as a team. And they kind of stormed the field on the last day. And the overnight leaders were Jason Day and Mark Leishman, who played great. Mark Leishman only holed out 3 times from like over 150 yards during the tournament. So there was
not enough. Not enough to get it done.
There were some cool things to see, but I really think the storyline, you're going to love this because you're a big conspiracy theorist, right? So
wow, that's a broad brush you painted there, but okay.
Well, I've talked to the producers of this show, and they said, behind the scenes that you get very deep into these things,
I do. Go ahead.
Well, okay. So the point being is this, right? Is that on Thursday, Greg Norman was hosting a press conference, Adam, okay? And there were some reporters there, and then the rest were on Zoom. But after the first 2 questions, which were kind of softballs, the internet went out down there at the Ritz-Carlton Resort. I mean, when's the internet ever gone out at a Ritz-Carlton? Please, are you kidding me? Right? So anybody that wasn't there live couldn't ask any questions. So the first question was like, Greg, how do you feel about this weekend? I think it'll be a great event. The second question was, so there's this other tour. He's like, I think people should play all over the world. And then they cut out. So, I mean, I don't know. PGA Tour was supposed to be running the press conference, but it doesn't.
Okay. All right. I see you here. You're digging a little. I know. It makes sense. At one point, after that question, then someone went, hey, Gary, shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, man. Yeah. But, I mean, on a weekend where there really weren't going to be a lot of golf stories, Greg Norman glad-handing, 24 different pros,
Yeah.
Maybe
there's something there. Yeah. So Kevin Na and Kokrak, the winners of the member of the most expensive member tournament that's probably ever happened. over the weekend. And Kevin Na did have I don't want to bring it downer here, but it's worth saying this was a very special victory for him. He's had some death close to him over the last several months, and he had a tough time getting through the post match interview. But we're very happy that this was some light for Kevin Na here as he's gone through some tragic moments over the last several months. So our hats off to both Kevin Na and Jason Kokrak for a win of the QBE Shootout, and obviously more things. Yeah, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Na is a great personality in golf. And I know he's not one of the top 10 players in the world, but when he's around, he's fun. He's running the ball into the hole. And, we hadn't seen him since that great run at the Tour Championship, and he was maybe on the Ryder Cup team, maybe not. And this answers a lot of questions as to why he wasn't around in the fall. And I think that it's great that hopefully that's behind him. He had a nice victory this weekend, and we're going to get more Kevin Na coming in January and beyond.
All right, so we move on now to number two reacts here on the Stick and Hack Reacts. I'm Adam Grubb, Keith Stewart. Keith, last Monday you said something Nostradamus-esque where you predicted that Tiger would be playing in the PNC Championship. This is just after we'd seen him hit 3 drives, and he posted on Twitter or Instagram, and then all of a sudden we see him at the range at the Hero World Challenge, and you said he was coming back this weekend, and I said there's no way. It's ridiculous. It's insanity. This was Monday, a week ago at this time.
Yes. And
it took 48 hours for the news to break that Tiger was in fact going to play. So we made a gentleman's bet live on the air, and it came out just 48 hours later. So I would like to speak of the conspiracy. I think you might have had some inside information that you used against me to make me look stupid. However, I was adamant that he was not going to play in the PNC, that it was too soon. It was not even fathomable. And here he is teaming up with Charlie Woods this weekend, his son. This was the last time he played, and we saw him play, was this time last year in this event. The world and the golf world is very excited to see him out there. A lot of chatter around, is he going to be at full speed? Is this even going to be a thing? Is he just out there as a dad? Is he out there as Tiger trying to get his work in? Your reaction, Tiger, Charlie, PNC Championship, and the PNC Championship in general.
Thumbs up for the PNC Championship, Tiger Woods back, and thumbs up that now you know what I'm serving for lunch today, Adam, and that's crow, all right? I got you there, all right? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, right? That's how I opened it. I said you were right. I mean, do we need to have a ticker tape parade down the street here? You were right. I was mistaken, and that's the end of that. I mean, I don't think we need to celebrate it here. You had some insider information. You used it against me here on the show. And that's where we stand.
Folks, there's a reason why I write the line and he reads the line. Okay? It's just that simple. All right? No, but big congratulations to the PNC Championship, this parent-child. Now, this is a silly season event that everyone can get behind. They've got a tremendous field. Everyone from Gary Player and Tom Watson to Tiger Woods and JT. One of my favorite teams are Nelly and Peter Korda. Now, Peter Korda, he won a Grand Slam in tennis years ago. I think it was the Australian Open back in the late 90s. And, now he's got to compete and play with his daughter, who at one point this year was number 1 in the world. She's number 2 in the world right now. So gold medalist. So I think there's a lot of cool storylines there. Obviously none cooler than Tiger playing with his 12-year-old son, Charlie. And big thumbs up for that. We're going to go to another Ritz-Carlton. We're on the Ritz-Carlton tour. This time we're up in Orlando, and Greg Norman, I guess, designs all those courses. So who knows? Maybe Greg Norman's going to be there recruiting the kids of major champions or something. I don't know. I
will tell you this too. There's a couple other nice entries into the PNC Championship. Stick and Hack guest alumni, Rich Beam will be playing, as well as Mark O'Meara, both of which have been on the show this year alone. Will be playing there. So the Stick and Hack eyes will be on to past guest of the show, Rich Beebe and Mark O'Meara. But yeah, obviously Tiger and his son, there just isn't anything. You have the greatest golfer ever playing with Charlie, who unfortunately is going to have the comparisons to his dad, and he walks like him, he swings like him, he has the swagger like him. But we haven't seen Charlie in a year. And you have kids, I have kids. We know how quickly they change. And 1 year makes a massive difference just in their growth, but in their athletic ability. I'm excited, probably more excited to see Charlie out there and see what he's doing with his game. Yeah, of course, Tiger, obviously. But to see Charlie's and to watch him grow up here right in front of our eyes and to have a year of growth in the game is very, very exciting. And I hope that it's good stuff, and obviously I hope that they win. What an incredible story that would be as we kick off the Christmas and the New Year's here at the end of the year. But then when do we start back up with golf, Keith? Because don't they get like an hour and a half break, and then there's some other tournament, and right? I mean, this is insane.
I mean, we'll be back with Kapalua. It starts January 6th. So
exactly.
I mean, when it comes to reacts, at some point, we got to take a break. But right now, we're reacting to Tiger playing, and then next week we'll be reacting to how Tiger did, and it's really cool. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge thumbs up for all of golf. Again, you and I have said this a million times this year. For some reason, 2021 has had this theme of redemption, and there's no bigger storyline than Tiger 10 months later teeing it up with his son. So it's all pretty cool. And I mean, all right, what else you got for me today?
Well, let me bookend this postscript on that. I hope that the announcers don't belabor Tiger's ability on the course, and I hope that they enjoy it for what it is, and that's a dad with his son on a golf course in the middle of December in Orlando for millions to watch. I hope they won't. They can't help themselves. They've got to fill the time, but I hope that we don't see that looks like a Tiger that we used to know. That looks like a Tiger of old. That looks like 2004 Tiger. I don't want to hear that. I want to see how he interacts with Charlie. I want to see the other participants, because there's a lot of great names. There's a lot of great star power there. I hope that they do the right thing with that coverage. They won't, but I hope they do.
I mean, Adam, it's the Golf Channel and NBC, so pretty much Sunday afternoon in the middle of it, they'll segue over to something else like monster trucks or whatever. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. When you reach your most frustrated moment, they'll just segue away to darts.
We won't even have to worry about it. All right. So we started the show with a Q. That's the QBE Shootout. Let's end the show and the reacts with a Q as well. Q School. See what I did?
Yeah.
So we're going to start it with a Q.
Okay.
And then end it with a Q. So both topics start with Q.
It's not often that people use the letter Q that much.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be more excited.
Yeah.
So thumbs up reaction on my ability to produce a show.
Don't hurt your arm patting yourself on the back. Okay.
I don't. I typically do. Q School for the LPGA wrapped up 2 weeks of intense golf for Q School, and also the Champions Tour had their own Q School, which was news to me. I didn't even know that happened. I thought you just turned 55 and it was like your AARP card. You just got it. Apparently, you have to qualify for the damn thing. Keith, walk us through the Q School for the LPGA and the Champions Tour.
Well, I think next year that you and Mike should do a stick and hack LPGA Q School challenge, and you should do 8 rounds like these ladies did over 2 grueling weeks, and see if you could just survive. Right? I mean, it would be really good theater. I think. I don't know. I mean, 46 ladies as of yesterday. They got their LPGA Tour cards. Congratulations to them. They do play 8 rounds. That's double what they do for Korn Ferry Tour School. I don't know how they come up with 8 rounds, but man, it's tough. And what's cool thing about the LPGA is that when you look at the 46 ladies that made it through, it's really a world tour. You had 15 Americans, a couple from Australia, another, I think it was 10 from Europe, another dozen from Asia. So you're talking about South Korea and Japan. So it's to me, it's a really nice storyline this time of year. As versus maybe something like the QBE Shootout, which seems a little bit more like a money grab. If you're really into golf, you follow these Q School stories. Say that 3 times fast, right?
That's why I put it in here. I knew that was going to be difficult.
I'm down on that. That was awful. Anyway, let's just move along, and we'll go over to the PGA Tour Champions, where a local PGA Club pro named Rob Labritz shoots 64, Adam, in the final round, 7 birdies, no bogeys, right? He's medalist by 3, and he gets his PGA Tour Champions card for 2022. Now, that's got to be I know I just said that the ladies play 8 rounds, but 46 ladies get in. The medalist was 33 under, but you had to shoot 4 under for 8 rounds to get into LPGA and get your card. Champions Tour, they only take 6 guys. And he was the medalist. And he's been a club pro since he was 19 years old. Go on to Twitter, PGA Tour Champions account. His name's Rob Labritz. There's all these emotional videos. He calls his wife. He's crying. it's like every time you and I play golf, Adam, you're crying, you're on the phone calling your wife. I mean, you will really be able to connect with Rob. It's an awesome, awesome story. Congratulations to him because he's a fellow club professional like me. You got to love a good one like that. So 2 thumbs up for all the Q School stories this time of year. All those people are going to have a really happy holidays.
And that's the side of golf that a lot of people don't see. They don't get that coverage and that raw emotion. And this is somebody that has dedicated his life. And these women have dedicated their lives, in most cases, to this sport. And to come up and have that moment and to ring the bell when it matters most is remarkable and encouraging. It's a great story. To answer your question earlier, Keith, could I survive 8 rounds of the LPGA Q School? And the answer is an emphatic no. I could not. I can barely handle this 15 minutes, right? And now you're going to put me out there for 8 rounds of golf, trying to keep my head on straight, knowing what is at the end of the tunnel. I couldn't do a 2-day Labor Day Invitational without losing my mind. I shot 79.94. So I don't know what you want from me. The answer is no. If you want to continue to browbeat me that I couldn't do it, you're right. I couldn't. I was wrong last week. I couldn't play 8 rounds in a row, and I surely couldn't do it when it counted.
Well, just take a deep breath before you eat lunch today. You seem like you're really emotional about all of this.
I feel attacked. I feel triggered today. So, and I blame you, Keith. Keith Stewart from ESPN Radio and host of the Pro Show. Find it where you find all your podcasts, as well as the Stick and Hack Show. You can find that one as well. And he also is a writer and creator of Read the Line. Find that where if you don't like money, then don't read it. But if you like money and you like gambling and you like to understand what's happening in the world of golf and gambling, Read the Line is it. Keith Stewart, my thanks to you. We will see you next week, though, because we still have another reaction. We were going to take a break, but I don't think we can take a break until Tiger is done playing golf here until the winter season ends, which apparently is 6 hours before Christmas Day. So we will be back on Monday at noon, as always, for Stick and Hack Reacts. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and Godspeed to you and yours.